Good morning everyone. In the previous class already we discussed arrays concept and one-dimensional array concept. In this class I am going to talk about two-dimensional arrays. Already we know that what is an array. What is an array? Arrays are group of elements of same data type and they are fixed size. Already we know that one-dimensional array in the previous class. Already we have seen one-dimensional array in the previous class. In this class I am going to talk about two-dimensional array. What is two-dimensional array? A two-dimensional array is collection of homogeneous data items that share the common name using two subscripts. One-dimensional array means only one subscript. Here two-dimensional array means we have two subscripts. Okay, so variable shares the common name that using two subscripts. It stores the table of data. Actually, two-dimensional array stores the table of data. This representation is very helpful in the matrix representation and matrix addition, matrix multiplication, matrix transpose. We have to calculate addition, subtraction, multiplication in matrix representations. These two-dimensional array will be useful for calculating matrix representations. Okay, next one, coming to the syntax. Here syntax. What is the syntax of two-dimensional array? Here data type, array name. It is a two-dimensional array. We have to represent two subscripts. It is the declaration of array. It is the declaration of two-dimensional array. Two-dimensional array. After declaring, we need to create a memory locations in the array. Okay, next one. New data type, size 1, size 2, size 1, size 2. Creating an array into memory. First statement is declaration of an array. What is the syntax for declaring two-dimensional array? Here data type, array name, two subscripts. First subscript represents number of rows, second subscript represents number of columns. Two-dimensional array will be useful for calculating matrix representations. It contains a table of data. Here two-dimensional array have two subscripts. First subscript represents number of rows, second subscript represents number of columns. After declaring, we need to create we need to allocate a memory into the array. What is the syntax for allocating memory? Here new operator, new keyword dynamically allocates the memory for an array. Here see what is the syntax? New data type, size 1 and size 2. It is a two-step declaration and creation of an array. If it is for example we can declaring these two steps in one statement. Here what is the statement? Data type, array name, two subscripts, two square brackets equal to new data type, size 1 and size 2. It is also a valid statement for creating an array. Here what is the syntax? Data type, array name. It is a two-dimensional array. Two-dimensional array contains two subscripts. First subscript represent number of rows. Second subscript represents number of columns. Equal to new data type, size 1 and size 2. Here data type defines, okay, that data type can be stored in array. Okay, so what is the data type can be stored in array? Array name represents name of the array. First subscript represent number of rows, second subscript represent number of columns. Here new keyword, what is the purpose of new keyword? It dynamically allocates the memory space for an array. Here data type defines what is the data type declared in a array. Size 1 represents number of rows, size 2 represents number of columns that can be created in a memory locations. It is the syntax for declaring and creating array into memory. It is a two-dimensional array. Two-dimensional array contains two subscripts. Okay, so next I will explain program matrix addition program. Write a Java program for matrix addition. In this matrix addition, we can use a two-dimensional array. Let us start with the program. Here import java.util.scanner. Java.util.scanner. I am importing util package. I am loading scanner class in the util package. Next one, class matrix addition. Class matrix addition. After class, we can open the curly brace. Next one, main method. Already we know that what is the importance of these three keywords in our Java programming. Here public static void main string aux array. String is a pre-defined class. First letter should start with uppercase letter. After main, we can open the curly brace. Within the main method, creating object of scanner class. Scanner is a pre-defined class. In scanner, first letter should start with uppercase letter. Scanner sc equal to new scanner system.in. System is a pre-defined class. Here first letter should start with uppercase letter, system.in. Next one, here int a equal to new int next one, int b. I am creating three objects for reading two matrix values on the console. Int b equal to new int. Here size 2 rows, 2 columns. Next one, the resultant matrix will be stored in C matrix. Int c equal to new int 2. Next one, system.out.println. Here system.out.println. Enter A matrix elements. Enter A matrix elements. We are using for loop for iterating for int I equal to 0, I less than 2, I plus plus. I am using nested for loop for iterating rows and columns. Here int j equal to 0, j less than 2, j plus plus. Here a of ij equal to sc dot nest int. Nest int is the method. It is the present in scanner class. Okay, in the similar way, so we have to read B matrix elements on the console. Here I am writing system.out.println statement. System.out.println. Enter B matrix elements. Enter B matrix elements. Enter B matrix elements. In the similar way, the same steps we have to write in this one. So here int I equal to 0, I less than 2, I plus plus. we have to use nested for loop. Int j equal to 0, j less than 2, j plus plus. Next one, b of ij equal to sc dot nest int. Next, we have to add these two values. Next, I am writing another for loop for int I equal to 0, I less than 2, I plus plus. For int j equal to 0, j less than 2, j plus plus. Here I am adding c of ij equal to a of ij plus b of ij. Next one. Next I am writing system dot out dot println. Here system dot out dot println. The addition of two matrices is for int I equal to 0, I less than 2, I plus plus. Next one, for int j equal to 0, j less than 2, j plus plus. Within this for loop body, here system dot out dot println, simply I am writing SOP. Have to print c of ij. We have to close the for loop. Next I am writing the system dot out dot println. Here slash n. I am closing this for loop, and next one I am closing two braces. One is class body, one is main method body. So I am explaining these program one by one. Observe these program. Here I am importing one package. Import java.util.scanner. So util is the package. In this util package, I want to load scanner class in our programming. Here scanner is a predefined class. That the class is present in util package. What is the importance of import keyword? Using import keyword, we can make the classes available in our programming. The functionality of import keyword makes JVM along with the location where the classes are available and loaded into in our program. Here I am importing util package. In the util package I am loading scanner class in our programming. Scanner is a predefined class. First letter should start with uppercase letter. In the scanner, S should start with uppercase letter. Next one, I am defining one class. Here class declaration starts with class keyword and followed by class name. In this program, what is our class name? Matrix addition. Okay, next one, main method, public static void main string aux array. Already we know that what is the importance of these three keywords in our Java programming. Okay, next one, I am creating object of scanner class. Scanner is a predefined class. With respect to the class, we can create an object. Here scanner is the class. Okay, I am creating object of scanner class. Scanner sc equal to new scanner system.in. In this class, I am reading input values from the keyboard. That's why I am using system.in. In means input. System is the predefined class. Out means output purpose. System.in means input. Okay, I am creating object of scanner class. Scanner sc equal to new scanner system.in. Scanner is the class name. Here sc is the object name or reference variable. New is the keyword. Next one, scanner is the constructor. Constructor name same as the class name. In this constructor system.in. Input purpose, we can use scanner class. At the time of runtime, we can accessing input values from the keyboard. Here I am creating three integer array objects. In Java, arrays are objects. Here I am creating three integer objects. what is the syntax for creating two-dimensional array? Data type, array name followed by two subscripts equal to new data type size 1 and size 2. Here int a, two subscripts, first subscript represents a number of rows, second subscript a number of columns, new data type 2, size 1 2, size 2 2, 2 rows and 2 columns. It is 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, first this statement represents when we are reading a matrix elements on the console. Matrix addition, we have two matrices, then only we have to add the matrix, finally we have to get resultant matrix. In the similar way, we have to creating B object. Here int B followed by two subscripts, new data type size 1 and size 2. Okay, so next one int C followed by two subscripts, new data type size 1 and size 2. These two matrices can be stored in resultant matrix called C. At the time of runtime, we can read input values, enter A matrix elements on the console. In a similar way, we can read B matrix elements on the console. Finally, we can store the resultant matrix C is a C variable. C is a variable, but it is array variable. Okay, next one system.out.println enter A matrices elements. On the console, we have to read A matrices elements. Here int I equal to 0, I less than 2, I plus plus. Next one for int j equal to 0, j less than 2, j plus plus. A of ij equal to sc dot nestint. Nestint is the method. Nestint is the method. It is available in scanner class. By using nestint method, we can read input values on the console. Here for loop starting from I onwards. I varies from 0, 1. Whenever condition becomes false, the for loop can be iterated. Next I value can be incremented. In this one I am using nested for loop. For int I equal to 0, I less than 2, I plus plus. Here I equal to 0, I less than 2. 0 less than 2. Is it true or false? 0 less than 2. True. Nested for loop would be executing. Here int j equal to 0, j less than 2. 0 less than 2. Is it true or false? True. Okay, so what is A of ij value? I value 0, j value 0. So first element is 0, 0. A of 0, 0. A of 0, 0. Okay, next j value can be incremented. J value 1. Okay, j value will be incremented. J value 1. Next again it checks the condition 1 less than 2. 1 less than 2. Is it true or false? True. What is the I value? What is the I value? 0. What is the j value in this iteration? 1. A of next element is A of 0, 1. Next again it checks the condition. Next j value will be incremented. What is the j value in this iteration? In the previous iteration, what is the j value? 1. J value will be incremented. J value 2. Again it checks the condition. 2 less than 2. Is it true or false? False. Next one I value can be next I value can be incremented. I value 1. I value 1. 1 less than 2. Is it true or false? Again control checks the condition. 1 less than 2 is it true or false? True. Next j value starting from 0. Here j value 0. It checks the condition. Okay, 0 less than 2 is it true or false? True. What is the I and j values? In this iteration, I value 1, j value 0. A of 0, sorry, A of 1, 1, 0. A of 1, 0. Next one, j value can be incremented. J value can be incremented. J value 2, sorry, j value 1. In this iteration, what is the I value? Already I value 1. J value 1. I value 1, j value 1. A of 1, 1. It is the matrix representation. First element is A of first element value can be stored in A of 0, 0 place. Second element value in the first row. Second element value can be placed in A of 0, 1. In the second row, first column, A of 1, 0 position can be stored in the value. In the same way, A of 1, 1 place can be stored in second column, second element value. In this way, for loop can be iterated. In the similar way, we have to read B matrix's values on the console. At the time of runtime, if you compile and run this program, at the time of runtime, it will ask enter A matrices elements. Suppose I have to enter A matrices elements. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4. First element can be stored in A of 0, 0 position. The second element can be stored in A of 0, 1 position. 3 element can be stored in A of 1, 0 position. Fourth element can be stored in A of 1, 1 position. In the similar way, we have to enter B matrices elements. Suppose I have to read B matrices elements 1, 2. In the similar way, I am accessing 1, 2, 3, 4. Here B of 0, 0 position can be stored in 1. B of 0, 1 position, the element is 2. B of 1, 0 position, the element is 3. B of 1, 1 position, the element is 4. Okay. Next int is the method. It can accessing input values from the keyboard. It is the predefined method. That method is present in scanner class. All of you observe here. If any method contains 2 words, second word first letter should start with uppercase letter. Next int is the method. It is present in which class? Scanner class. Scanner is present in which package? Util package. In the future, I will briefly explain packages. What are the predefined packages available? Okay, I will explain in future concepts. Okay, next one. Here int I equal to 0, I less than 2, I plus plus. I value can be iterated in the same way, in the same steps. I can write in this way. Here I value int I equal to 0, I less than 2, I plus plus. Okay. Next one, j value can be first I value 0. It checks the condition 0 less than 2. Next one, j value nested for loop could be executing. Here into j equal to 0, j less than 2. Here j value 0, 0 less than 2. A of 0, 0 position. A of 0, 0 position. Okay, A of 0, 0 position. A of 0, 0. Okay, so next one, C of ij equal to A of ij plus B of ij. A of 0, 0 plus B of 0, 0. A of 0, 1 plus B of 0, 1. Next one, A of 1, 0 plus B of 1, 0. Next one, B of 1, A of 1, 1 plus B of 1, 1. So in this way, we have to calculate matrix addition program. Here 1 plus 1. Here 1 plus 1. Next one 2 plus 2. 3 plus 3. 4 plus 4. Finally, we have to get the outputs. That's why I am writing these 3 statements in our programming. So we have to calculate C of ij equal to A of ij plus B of ij. Next one, system.out.println, the addition of 2 matrices is. Next one, we can displaying final resultant matrix. That's why I am writing for loop these 3 steps. Again, I am writing here. Here int I equal to 0, I less than 2, I plus plus. Next into j equal to 0, j less than 2, j plus plus. Here system.out.println. Finally, we have to print resultant matrix. The resultant matrix can be stored in C variable. Here system.out.println C of ij. Next one plus plus. Here why I am writing system.out.println slash n means new line. Okay, we can't write this statement. Matrix representation is not displayed. Matrix representation 1 space 2. Next one 3 space 4. Okay, the value that's why I am writing system.out.println slash n statement. Next I am closing for loop, this for loop body. Next I am closing class body and main method body. It is the matrix addition program. So we have to represent matrix addition program by using 2-dimensional array. 2-dimensional array means what is an array finally? Arrays are group of elements of same data type and they are fixed size. The size of an array cannot change at the runtime. The size of array always would remain constant. What is 2-dimensional array? 2-dimensional array contains homogeneous data elements that contains 2 subscripts. First subscript represents number of rows, second subscript represents number of columns. Here first for loop represents rows, second for loop represents columns. First for loop represents rows, second for loop represents columns. Okay, so it is matrix addition program. In the similar way, we have to calculate matrix multiplication program. In the next class, I will explain matrix multiplication program by using 2-dimensional array. Okay, thank you.